Hello, Watch on Your Move Man, and I'm back. And today I'm going to talk to you about a 4K Blu-ray, so it's a big surprise for you there. Today we're talking about the brand new Kino Lorber release of Kindergarten Cop in 4K. So you might be thinking, brand new release, this film came out in the 90s, you're an idiot, but I'm not an idiot because it only came out in 4K this year. I believe it was released last month, so I got it because, you know, I wanted to get it in 4K and I don't have it on Blu-ray, so I thought time to get Kindergarten Cop. You got a nice back cover there. So this is Kindergarten Cop. We're going to take the plastic off because I left the plastic on. So let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. Loose disc in there, I think. So it's going to be interesting when I open that. Let's take the slip cover off, if I can. There we go. Back cover's just the same, and obviously the front cover there is just the same. Let's have a look at the inside though, eh? Cool, so you got two Blu-rays in there, got a 4K Blu-ray here and a normal Region A Blu-ray on the side there. Both discs were loose, but I cut that bit out. But yeah, both discs were floating around on the inside of the case there. Finding that to be quite a common thing with Kino Lorber. I don't know if it's just their packaging, or maybe it's just the plastic on the inside, which is technically still the packaging. I've only had 3 other Kino Lorber films in 4K, and all 3 of them all came with loose discs as well. So maybe it's Kino Lorber, or maybe it's just the people that send it out, or maybe you guys just don't care. So like I say, I don't have this on Blu-ray. I have the HD file on Google Play, so I'm going to have a little look at that, have a little look at the 4K disc in here as well, and then we'll compare the two, and then I'll be back to tell you about it. So you know the drill by now. Stay there and I'll be right back. Well, that was interesting. That's the best way to put that, I think. Had a little look at Google Play, mainly at the beginning, because you know, nighttime, daytime, inside, outside, all covers like the first 15 minutes of the film, so it's quite easy to have a little look at those bits. Then put the special disc in, the 4K disc, and had a little look at that as well. Don't know how to put it. I think wasn't the worst looking 4K image that I've ever seen, but by far was definitely not the best. It wasn't what I expected, I think is a good part. All of the Kino Lorber discs that I've looked at so far, I've got In Bruges and Face Off and Tropic Thunder. They all looked very similar restoration kind of wise, whereas when you looked at this one, it looked a little bit like it had been restored by Arrow Video. So the grain was very enhanced, I think, on the 4K disc. Not that there's a problem with grain, as I say, but it was very grainy. I was very surprised quite how grainy it was. I don't know if I would have gone as far as to say it goes on the negative side, because the HDR was still there, the picture quality was still there, there was just loads of grain as well. I mean, that probably had something to do with the fact that it's quite an old film now. I mean, considering the film itself was made in 1990, you had to expect it to have some sort of present grain there. I'm very aware that the other 3 Kino Lorbers I have are newer films, and I'm pretty sure this was restored slightly differently to how the other 3 were restored. I mean, I know Kino Lorber have done plenty of other 4Ks as well, but they're the only 4 that I have, so they're the only ones that I can compare them to be fair. Out of the 4 of them, I would have said this was the worst one, but it's definitely not the worst 4K disc that I've ever bought. It still looks better than the HD disc. It still looks better than the HD digital copy on Google Play, so from that I would have said it was an improvement and definitely a bit more of an upgrade. It's quite sad that I don't have it on Blu-ray to be able to look at that and compare it to that. I don't even have it on DVD either, so I literally only had the Google Play file to compare it to, so if my comparison is a bit thin, I do apologise. I would kind of, in a way, would like to see how it looks on Blu-ray, because it still looked better on 4K than it did in HD on Google Play, but whether or not that HD image looks much different on the Blu-ray, I don't know, because I don't own it. All in all, if you're a lover of Kindergarten Cop, you're a lover of Schwarzenegger movies, then I would have said still get it. It's definitely worth the purchase. Just don't be expecting like, cool, that's amazing kind of 4K. It's not that kind of 4K. It's more subtle. There's still some decent colours in there. I mean, I even skipped through a little bit more on the Blu-ray, had some of the shots inside the classroom and stuff like that, and there's loads of little different variety of colours in the classroom and things like that. So yeah, it was still a decent upgrade. It just wasn't the most amazing, incredible 4K upgrade I've ever seen. So that's the best way to put it, I think. So that's it for today. A bit of Kindergarten Cop for you there. I will show you Face Off in the next couple of days, so you can hear about that as well. But that's it for today. I'm gonna go now. If you could like this video and subscribe to the channel, and I'm gonna fuck off. Okay, goodbye.